Grand Rising family, how y'all doing today? We're about to do a little bit of movement and mobility this morning. We won't be here together for long, but we're gonna get the most out of our time, all right? To start, let's go ahead and do some marches or some knee ups. So you're gonna lift one knee, bring it to the opposite hand or elbow, and really feeling where you're engaging here, okay? And wherever you're noticing that, the lower abdomen, the upper thigh, your glute, focus on building the neural connection, the link between your brain and your muscle to those specific areas. This will help you to engage them in a more deep and meaningful way, all right? Just a few more of these. Again, we're just getting the blood flowing right now. You should be feeling a little bit warmer as this goes on. When you're ready, and you've done each side equally, jumping jack it. You can do any variation of jumping jacks you know or are familiar with, whatever feels good in your body. Just getting the heart rate up, saying hello to the body. Let it know that we're about to do some work. Loosen up those joints. Come back to center and spread your legs wide. About a leg's distance apart is good. Do what feels good in your body always. No more and certainly no less. All right? Hinge at the hips. Bring your stomach forward. Keep the back nice and straight. And bend one leg. Bend the other. While you're doing this, maintaining that straight back, pull the belly button in toward the spine to prevent any injury or excess burden on the lower spine. Breathe deeply. And just again, noticing where this movement is hitting, the muscles that are making it possible. If it feels good, extend the opposite arm toward the ground or a block. If you don't have blocks and can't reach the ground, reach into the air. It's about doing things that are accessible, that are engaging you and challenging you, and that feel good in your body where you're at. Just a few more. Keeping those inner thighs strong. And then hang here. You can use your blocks, bringing them underneath your shoulders. If you can't reach the ground, just make sure you're keeping the back nice and long. If you can reach the ground, rest your hands there, keep the back long again. No matter what position you're in right now, keep those hips from rocking back. You want to keep them over the ankles and pointed or driving toward the ceiling. Breathe deeply here for just a few moments. Feel that brightness and the beginning of that release in your hamstring. When you're ready, you can heel-toe your feet closer together, bringing them about hip distance apart or a little bit wider. And again, we're gonna see what's accessible to us. So as I bend my knees, if I can only come down so far, that's how far I'm coming down. If I can go down, ass to grass, that's what I'm finna do. Wherever you're able to bend your knees to and comfortably get in and out of, get there. And when you're ready, straighten the legs. Again, using the blocks, if that makes this more accessible to you, or placing your hands on the floor. Bending the knee, straightening the leg, breathing all the while. Feel that brightness in the back of your legs, and even more now in the thigh. Few more here. Only going within the range that is comfortable and accessible for your body. seeing what's possible, not forcing something. When you're ready, straighten the legs into that forward fold. Again, hands can be on ground with a nice long back, or hands can be on blocks right below the shoulder. Whatever feels good to you right now, do that. And breathe deeply here for just a few rounds of breath. Again, noticing the brightness in the back of the legs, not letting the hips shift backward, keeping them over the ankles, encouraging that release and lengthening of the hamstring. When you're ready, bend the knees, drive through the heels, and come on up. We're going to go now to a low lunge. So come down onto the ground, however it's comfortable for you to get there. Keep the left knee bent out in front of you. Try and keep your knee above your ankle, okay? You don't want to shift too much this way. You certainly don't want to shift too much this way. You're going to be keeping the muscles from engaging that we're aiming for, all right? Now, you can keep your right knee and foot down on the ground, or you can curl the toes under that right foot and straighten that back leg. Take a moment to figure out what's comfortable in your body, what's accessible to you right now. If it's useful, you can also use the blocks here, all right, to help create and maintain that length in the spine, all right? So if you're using the blocks, knee down, it's going to look like this. Knee down lunge, raise the hands, bring the hands down toward the block, and move the blocks as you straighten that front leg, keeping the back nice and long, all right? Without the blocks and lifting the leg up off, you press into that back foot, keep those legs nice and strong, especially that front left thigh. Bring the hands back down toward the ground, back nice and straight, lengthen that front leg. And you're going to tick-tock, however you're doing this, knee down with the blocks, or leg up, hands on floor, tick-tock here, back and forth, for just a few more rounds. Again, noticing where the engagement and the power is coming from. Strengthening the connection between the brain and those muscles. We'll do one more. When you're ready, you'll take that left leg and bring it behind you. Bring the right leg in between the hands. Knee bent. Again, knee above the ankle. You can keep the back leg down. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, hands to the blocks. Using the blocks to keep the back nice and long as you straighten that front leg. You can stay with the blocks doing that, or you can curl the toes under, press into that left leg. Inhale the arms up, keeping the sternum and chest straight. Lowering the knee, lengthening that leg. Again, connecting with and observing your body in a meaningful and slightly challenging way. Whatever feels right in your body is exactly what you should be doing right now. We'll do one more. All right. Bring the right knee behind you. Find yourself in this tabletop position on all fours. When you're ready, inhale the right arm up. Exhale it under you, only as far as you're comfortably able to go in both directions, honoring the natural range of motion that you have right now. This is about getting to know and spend time with yourself. We're not here to feign perfection. We're here to cultivate connection. Inhale the arm up one last time. Bring that right hand to the mat. And when you're ready, inhale the left arm up, exhale it under. Again, engaging the body, observing where the connection and the power are. And we'll inhale the left arm up one last time. Bring it back down toward the mat. Now we'll do some spinal flexion and extension. So on the inhale, drop your belly toward the floor. Lift your hips and your chin. On the exhale, drop the chin around the spine. Inhale up. Exhale round. And we could slow these movements down, but this is a warm-up. So right now, we're just moving smooth, sinking into the arch and the round of the spine. One last one. Beautiful. Now we'll go into bird dogs or quadrupeds. So again, staying in this position, and if your wrists are getting a little tired, you can go ahead and make fists. That'll give them a little bit of a break. Always observing what your body needs and giving it to it. When you're ready, inhale the right leg up. And if you have enough balance, the left arm. Exhale them down. Inhale, opposite arm and leg now. Or just the leg, if that's where you're at. Again, noticing where you feel the engagement. Keeping the belly button tucked toward the spine. Squeezing the glute on the lift. These help to cultivate balance, core strength, as well as activating the posterior chain of the body. We'll do just a couple more on each side. Inhaling up, exhaling down. All right, last one. All right, very good. Now, these next movements you can do seated on the floor or standing. That's entirely your call. Swinging the arms. Opening up and warming the shoulder joints, the scapula and the back of the body. Go ahead and, if you have a stick, stop and go get one. It doesn't matter what kind of stick it is. If it's one intended for working out, if it's the handle to your broom or your mop, like I'm going to use, whatever you have on hand, you just want something nice and straight. Have a wide grip on this, and inhale the arms up. If you're able to bring them all the way back, do that. Or just stop wherever your range of motion is telling you to. Again, we're not here to force. We're here to engage. My angle makes me look kind of wonky. Just try and keep everything nice and even. Again, noticing the range of motion in the shoulders, opening up in the clavicle, and on the way forward, opening up on the back. Next, you'll inhale the bar up, and you'll do a little bit of side bend, glancing up toward the ceiling and toward the hand that's lifted, if it's comfortable in your neck. Keeping the belly and the glutes tight while doing all of these arm exercises. Couple more on each side. Using the bar to keep yourself from collapsing over to the side. You can also place the bar behind you, drape your hands on it, and do some twists. Let this feel good. Breathe deep. Again, keeping the stomach and glutes engaged for stability. When you're ready, you'll come back to center. You can bring the bar and drop it down to the ground. We're gonna roll our shoulders out. First, we'll roll them forward. And if this is awkward, you can do them one at a time. Or you can do them together. And then do them back. Again, just like a little massage, encouraging blood to go in places that can get locked off due to the postures that we hold throughout the day. All right? Also some wrist rolls. You can go like this in one direction and then the other. Or you can take the hands, interlock the fingers, and make a figure 8. Some folks really dig that. Whatever feels good to your body, that's what we're looking for, that's what we're doing, okay? Just make sure you go in both directions, no matter how you're doing it. Then when you're ready, and again, you can drop this to the ground if you're standing, but don't have the balance, you're gonna lift one leg and you're gonna do some ankle rolls. So using your big toe, you're just drawing a very big circle, first in one direction and then in the other. Again, encouraging blood flow to these areas that are often locked up and neglected, but constantly being used, right? And when you're ready, you can bring that foot down, shift your weight. You can use a wall for balance, a chair. You can sit down and do these. Just twisting the ankle by rolling that big toe in a circle. And you might hear some snack, crackle, pops. That's all right. We're rolling those right out. Make sure you go in both directions. One direction is always easier than the other. Maybe do a couple extra rolls in the more challenging direction, okay? Now to finish up, we're finna do some burpees. Now you can do any variation of these that you're familiar with or comfortable with. What we're gonna do is bring our hands down onto our mat. Now, you can either walk your feet back and then walk your feet forward and then jump, or hands on the mat, jump your feet back, jump your feet forward, jump up. So play with that for a moment, see what's gonna work for you. Make sure you're engaging your glutes and pulling the belly button in toward the spine in every portion of this exercise, no matter how you're doing it. Cultivating that mind-body connection, bringing in a little bit of challenge, like a good conversation, a little bit of challenge ensures engagement. Go as fast or slow as you want. Have fun with it. Almost done. Just a few more. Finish strong. Breathe deep. Get some water. You can do another round of burpees. You can do a workout. You can be done. Again, whatever's best for you right now. Where you're at, what you're feeling, and what your day looks like. Don't should yourself, family. Could yourself. It's not about feigning perfection. It's about cultivating connection. Do the work. Enjoy yourself. breathe deeply, and have a great day. Peace, power, and prosperity. I'll see you next time.